good to go. I think we are live now, and if we are, then I'm going to start off by. I'm going to open up with the Stan Rogers sings Barrett's Privateers in one warm line documentary. If you're looking for a documentary to watch tonight, it's called One Warm Line Documentary, and it's about these fellas from, I think we talked about this before, it was Newfoundland, I believe they're from, or was it Nova Scotia, or somewhere in and around those areas. We all became a small touch obsessed by the, what you call these boys again? Shanty boys, that's Zachariah McMullen 9444. Good to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. We're doing a short little stream tonight. Nothing too crazy because it is already late. But and also I have to be up in the morning, Zachary. I've got to be up good and early in the morning. So I've got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I need to get to bed early. But how are you getting on, Zach? Hope all is well. It looks like just myself and yourself for the minute. Let's start off. Let's start off with the old Barrett's Privateers. I'm keeping well, Zach. Yeah, not too bad. I burned my throat there yesterday. I was eating a potato and I didn't even chew it, and I just literally got lodged in the back of my throat. So I burnt the back of my mouth, which is not nice. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, so I wouldn't wish that's the wrong one. I was hoping to move that one there, right there in the middle, so I can talk directly to you. And where else was I? I was in Belfast recently. I was in Dublin there last night. Good fun. Red Armchair Supporter. How are you getting on? Yeah, having a great weekend. Lovely. I'm having a cup of tea here now. No drink for me tonight now, even though it is Saturday. Not to say that you have to go drinking on a Saturday, but I'm having a nice cup of tea for myself. And I'm having another glass of water over here. Oh, here we are now. Green Fingers, welcome to the choo-choo train of life. Drew Who, how are you getting on? Dublin is a kip, but it's my kip. There's some good spots in Dublin. You know, it's just a matter of finding them. Like, I'll always talk very highly of Fibber McGee's there in Dublin. And where else is nice in Dublin? There's plenty of nice spots. The canal is nice. You know, you walk down the canal, you see yourself a couple of swans, a couple of geese, a couple of drakes, a couple of storks. You know, you have a couple of cans if that's what you want to do. There's people from all over the world. There's Brazilian people living there. And it's a good city. There's got lots of stuff to do. Courses, you got stuff going on. You've got people playing music. You've got people swimming in the Liffey. You've got ducks. Yeah? And just the convenience, I suppose, is the key part. A couple of snakes, exactly, lovely cans. A couple of snakes up there in the Dublin city. But all in all, I believe it's a good place. What part of Dublin are you from, Zachary? I can't even swallow, because this... so I had to go to Dublin yesterday for this gig in Dundleary, in Swords. And I was rushing out the door because I'm always rushing. And then I eat a potato. So I cooked a whole bag of baby potatoes in the air fryer, and I was just eating them very quickly. And one of them got lodged, not even in my mouth, got lodged in my throat. Started burning the inside of my throat. I got a glass of water as quick as I could, threw it down the hatch, but the damage was done, and it hurt me. And I haven't been able to properly swallow since. Not that I'd be swallowing anyways, but you know the crack yourselves, lads and girls. How are you doing, Shinra? Welcome aboard. Inchicore, but out in Ballyfermot these days. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Inchicore, I know it, yeah. Ballyfermot, I'm not too familiar with it, but I do know that there's a multimedia course out there in Ballyfermot. Would I be right in saying that? And lovely cheap pints. Where are you getting them, Cameron? Because you're certainly not getting them in Dublin. Not anymore. You'd be lucky to find anywhere below €5. Even Mayo. Even fucking Mayo. Like, I was talking to this fella there the other day, an old man. He said his local has put the price up. He said his local in Castlebarrow was the cheapest, and they've just put up the price from $5.50 to $5.90. And he goes, now that's considered good value. But he said, when I was young, I would never have... £5 would have got the whole family drunk. Would you find the Irish inventor who built his own submarine on YouTube? Oh, nice one. I like that, yeah. I think he was from Northern Ireland, this fella, was he? Let's quickly stick this music on. Oh, I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of ours for privateers.
Ooh, that doesn't get the muscles going, lads, on a bloody Saturday night and all. Love it. Love myself a bit of shanties. Handy shanties. You wouldn't get a beer mat these days for $5. 100%. 100%. You wouldn't get into the pub for, and it's like it's the same thing with the fucking my waddy. You know, you don't even get a splash of my waddy now anymore. You have to pay £2 for a glass of my waddy. A pint of water essentially with a splash of my waddy, £2. If you're lucky. If you're in a busy pub in Dublin, or not even Dublin, Westport, Galway City, a splash of my waddy now set you back £2. But anyways, we don't have time for my waddy.
Yankee lay low down with gold. How I wish I was in Sherbert now. She was broad and fat and loose in stays, but to catch her took the antelope 2 whole days. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns,
shed no tears. This fella loving it. Loving it. He's got the fucking little thing around his neck, the sash. Wearing a bit of a sash around the neck there just to kink things up a small. But this guy be real kinky. This guy be real kinky. With his pots and pans in the back. Probably not even wearing pants.
No tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of ours privateers.
100% this fella here, the main fella, he's the one who organised this night for the boys. 100%. Stan Rogers organised that whole thing. This is his house. I've not looked into it, but I guarantee that this is Stan Rogers' house. Just check that by the positioning. You can just check by the positioning. This fellow was a late draft. He shouldn't even be there. Somebody mentioned actually last stream, or whenever I was showing this video last time, that this fella looks like he's from the future, and he does quite a bit. If you see, he's like, these guys look like they're could be in the 70s. And then this fella turns up in a pair of bootcut jeans and a pair of runners that look, what brand of runners is they? Does anyone know? It's hard to know now. Anyways, wearing Wranglers and a hoodie.
And loose in stays, but to catch her took the antelope 2 whole days. God damn them all.
Tommy jeans.
Told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier.
That's what it's all about, though. This guy is just loving it. Loving it. Right, we're going to look into the Irishman who came up with the idea for the submarine, I suppose. Which you think is a funny one, really. It seems quite obvious. How do you spell submarine? Like, when you think about it now, like if someone said to you, like imagine you were living in a world that had no submarines. It'd be obvious, like we just want something that goes in the water there, that doesn't flood. You're brilliant, you're a genius, you come up with the idea of a submarine. That's so obvious. It's like ladders. The fella that created ladders shouldn't get any credit because it's just a handy invention. A submarine is a watercraft capable of independent operation underwater. The term submarine is also sometimes used historically or informally to refer to remotely operated vehicles and robots, or to medium-sized or smaller vehicles. Okay, cool. Creator. This is what we want to find out. Irish-born engineer John Philip Holland. Like, it starts off nice, John. I can take that. Philip. No offense to any Philips. I like the name Philip, but still, it's kind of, I don't know. Irish-born engineer Holland as well at the end. I never understood people that have a country as their name. Anyone else ever that issue? There's a famous model. I think her name is something Ireland, and you just wonder what were the parents thinking. Not to say it's not a nice name. It's lovely name. Or if your parents call you Summer, it's like you could have come up with something a small bit better than that now. Let me see what people are saying now. He built it out of oil drums in his garage. Oh, that reminds me of something actually, Shinra. Now that you say that, when I was a kid, and my brother was a kid as well, obviously, because he's younger than me. He's 3 years younger than me. He said we watched some movie about spaceships, and I remember him saying to me, "I'm going to build a spaceship," and I was like, "Really? And how are you going to do it?" He goes, "Just watch." And every day for about a month, he went outside to the back of the house, started nailing bits of wood together, and it got to a point where like he just nailed about 90 pieces of wood together. Now the weight alone would not have got him to space, but by God, the work ethic was there. Torpedo. What's this Katie French stuff? Corofin, County Clare is where he built it in the 70s. Is it really? Irish, English, Holland and Welsh, all common Irish surnames. It is actually, yeah, Matt Holland, yeah. You're correct on that one. Walsh, yes, very true, yeah. Maybe it's a Celtic thing, is it? Holland is an Irish name, though, nothing to do with the Netherlands. Stephen Ireland, yes, of course. Stephen Ireland. That's not the guy I'm talking about, though. I was talking about there's a famous model girl, something, maybe it's something Irish, like Kelly Irish or something like that, which now that I say it sounds pretty cool. Shinra, you said you sent me a link there. I don't see it. Where might you have sent that link? Anyways, we'll go back to this fella here, right? Irish-born engineer John Philip Holland in the 1800s is recognised as the inventor of the modern practical submarine. His design, the Holland 4, is it? Was the first to combine internal combustion engines for surface running and electric batteries for underwater travel, leading to the first submarine commissioned by the US Navy in 1900 on the dot. On the bloody dot as well. And he was born in Liscannor in County Clare, home of trad music, they say, County Clare, and home of soon to be a very, very prestigious golf tournament down in Adair, I believe, and also home to, what was that thing again, the Dayton thing that goes on in County Clare? Swinford is also a surname. Yes, I've heard the name Swinford before, yeah. I've heard the name Swinford before. But, oh, sorry, Holland 6, okay. Excuse me. Holland 6. Swinford is also a surname. Yeah, I've heard people called Swinford before. Anyway, somebody who said there was a video we could watch of this fella. Trump Doombed. Yeah, County Clare, I passed that once. His golf course down there. Let me see now. Let's have a quick little look at this. Which one do we want to watch? Which one looks... Ireland made stories of Irish transport. Okay, let's have a little look at this, guys. Let's have a little look at the inventor of the submarine, an Irishman. I think that definitely deserves a round of applause. But I don't have my machine at the minute, so I'm going to give him a round of applause. John Philip Holland in the 1800s invented the submarine, and then the American Navy took it over. And I'd imagine that the Americans are the best at underwater. Let's say, what would the word be, guys? Underwater tactical attacks. Lovely tash. Bit outgrown though, the tash. It's kind of like the ones you see nowadays, but a lot less looked after. But in some ways, it's more prestigious looking, that tash. Would you agree with the tash there, folks? Do you like it? Sidebar. I don't know how to check the sidebar there, Shinra. I have no idea how to do that. Is it possible, Shinra, you could send it into the chat here, and we'll have an old gawk. Glass bottom subs. Now that's an idea. Committed pacifist believed his underwater boat would end naval warfare. I wonder why he thought that. It's a bit like Oppenheimer, is it? Like, why would you think creating I suppose maybe his plan was just Arab people can just go in a boat under the water. They can chill. They can see a bit of the world that they've never seen before. They can see fish that they've maybe never seen before. And, of course, it was turned to evil by the American Navy. Shinra, I don't see where the link is. I can't see it. I don't see it, mate. Like, where should I... Because the sidebar, I don't know how to open the sidebar. Didn't even know there was a bloody sidebar, mate. Let me see. I just want to see here, guys, where where this bloody sidebar is. Chat. I'm in the chat. I'm literally looking right at the chat here. And unless it's like live chat, top chat, all that sort of stuff. And I don't see it there, unfortunately, but I don't know. Maybe click back. Okay, let me see. This is not going to be like, I'm not going to get like Mandingoed, am I? Where this is a video that's got sex sounds on it. I hope not. Yes, the Listen in Varda Matchmaking Festival. That's the one in Clare. There's no link there, Shinra. Unfortunately, I do not see it. Send it to my email there if you get a chance. Please. If you could send it to my email, Shinra. I'll put it here in the chat. Because I don't see anything there at all. There you go. Very little casual travel on submarine these days. Yeah. I've never been on a submarine. I don't think I would like to go on one. Would you like to go on one yourself? OBM 2006. I don't know what I'd be up for it. It's a bit claustrophobic. Like, this is the drawings he did. Now, in fairness, power to him for coming up with the idea, but it goes to show you that even the person who's probably, I don't know if he's revered, this fella, but he's certainly looked up to probably by people who use submarines. But these are the original drawings here, and there's not much going on here at all, but just a fella who looks like he's sitting inside of a fish. Move that there now. Okay, so he just did some drawings nicknamed after the financiers as the Fenian Ram. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Powerful Britain. Okay, well, let's. I think this video is not great. Let's see if we can find something that's a bit more. This could be the one here.
Hello and welcome to the Patterson Museum. I'm Giacomo Di Stefano, director.
That's not your name. That's definitely not his name. No space for Shanty inside that yoke. 100% is not. You wouldn't fit a Shanty. You would. Well, then again, on the submarine, if we were to be doing a Shanty, it could be. It'd be nice and cozy. Sorry, now I'm just kind of half talking about, while also looking at this video here. So you've sent me this copy link. So this one is called. Okay, 1 second there, guys. Have I got this title right? Let's see now. Yes, Shinra, perfect. Thank you very much.
But first, south to County Clare and the tiny town of Corofin. This is James Tierney Jr., one of 13 children. No great rarity in County Clare, where childless couples are generally assumed to be on their honeymoon. James has been sent to find his father, a man of high productivity, no doubt, who nonetheless is not always to be found at his place of work. In fact, he's not to be found there today. Today, as the whole of Corofin knows, James Tierney Sr. has gone for a drive in his submarine.
Dad, you want to your dinner?
Look at this fucking lunatic. Look at this lunatic in the middle of the bloody sea. The wife inside the house looking after the child and him in the fucking middle of the ocean in a yellow boat. Like, imagine trying to explain that to your wife and to your child. Where were you for most of my childhood? You were in the middle of the sea trying to see if you could go into the water, into a sort of a waterproof boat. But in fairness to him, he probably get rich off this. Let's listen to this child again, because he's very cool fashion as well. This is 1978, so I wasn't even born at this point. I was 6 years from then I was born. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even know what life was at that point.
Has gone for a drive in his submarine.
Dad, you want to your dinner?
Okay.
Listen to this fella. This is brilliant. Okay, no bother. I'll be up in a sec.
Okay. I'll be there in just a minute.
Oh my God. I miss this. I don't see this happening in Ireland anymore, this kind of carry-on. Is that Patrick Stewart narrating? It could be. It sounds like somebody like that, no? This is lovely. Can I just listen to this guy once more? It's just...
Okay.
I'll be there in just a minute.
Okay.
You didn't need to say that either.
James
Okay.
Tierney's reputation spread.
That looks very flimsy. That looks like something you'd come up with on a night out. But you have to admire him. And also, are we saying? Oh no, this is obviously. Who is this fella, by the way? Like, what's the story with him?
For fathoms. This is Ireland's entire submarine fleet, and it's all his. What's more, he built it himself. Today, the Fenian Ram is undergoing surface trials following a refit. One day, its captain will astound the world by spending a whole night on the bottom of this lake. Today, Loch Inchiquin. Tomorrow, the depths.
It's made from American steel barrels, which I used to get lubricating oil on some years.
I bet you did, you dirty bastard, you.
American steel barrels, which I used to get lubricating oil on some years.
Lubricating oil, okay. Probably reinforced steel. Be a bit of weight in them, but he's cut them. But he'd have to seal them up again. I wonder how he's sealing that hole there. Nicely dressed men as well. Very sophisticated look to these boys. Very, very nice stuff here. Homer Simpson submarine. That's what the lads tried to visit the Titanic in. Well, do you know what? I'd say it wasn't much. Well, obviously it was much better than that, but still, the one that they went in the Titanic the one that they went to go view the Titanic in was very flimsy. I would not have been seen dead in that yoke. Apparently, it was just there was air getting into it the whole time.
Years ago.
Oil barrels.
Oil barrels, yes.
Well, I can. Yes. So
There's actually 1, 2, 3, and 4 barrels actually, made from 4 barrels.
right. And the lid is made of what?
Steel, more steel there as well. That's all steel. The doorway is a bit of steel, and this jacket that I'm wearing is steel as well.
It's just the top of another oil barrel.
Could we see that? Oh yeah. So that just fits flush.
Yeah.
You got a hole there. Is that for cork?
That's for the well, I can't really talk about that, but yeah, that's a hole there that I have. That's when I was on the honeymoon.
I intended to use a pipe,
Yeah.
if I ran out of air.
Right.
I
Well.
could just hoist the pipe up.
Right.
Now, in case you
So he's saying that hole is used for hoisting a pipe through if, let's say, the submarine starts leaking, but surely to God, by the time he's got that pipe shoved out the hole and up onto the water, that the whole submarine will be flooded. Surely to God, no? There's a great clip with this, with the title "Motorised Barstool, Walsh Island, County Offaly, Ireland, 1988." A man drives a barstool to the pub and pulls it to the counter. Yeah, I've seen it, Sean. It's very, very funny. We'll definitely get around to that as well at some point. That's one of the funniest videos that's out there. Not greatly airtight. Hole will have to go. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the hole will have to go. I wonder what you'd do. You'd seal it with something. Would you seal it with a wax or something? Would you?
The pipe up.
Right.
Now, in case you feel your credulity is being pushed to its limits, it should be said that James Tierney is no mean mechanic. When he's to be found at all, he's to be found here, at his garage, where he will guarantee to repair anything
There's a sign you don't see much of nowadays.
and everything. Apart, that is, from actual motor cars. It's not that he can't repair cars, it's just that he doesn't see them as a challenge. Although one customer does boast the only diesel-engine Mark 9 Jaguar in the whole of County Clare, and the only conversion using parts from a milking machine in the entire world. So if anyone can sink a submarine, James Tierney is that man. Indeed, in Quinn's Bar, where local reputations are acid-tested,
Let's just drink this up for a second. These kind of fellas, again, that you don't see too often. Just creatures of the night that's just like... Wouldn't you just love to talk to all of these people and hang out with them and ask them what they think about submarines and just spend an evening hanging out with this fella and this fella? This lady's kind of hiding back.
where local reputations are
This fella here in his purple jumper, arms folded. But they're the kind of place you want. And a box of Carols here. I used to smoke these in school. You could get 10 of these in a box of 10s for 4 of 20. I remember in school, I'd go half to somebody and we'd smoke 5 at lunchtime. Disgusting cigarettes. Some of the worst out there, actually. The carols. If you ever meet someone that smokes carols, they're either over 80 or else they need help.
Acid tested. Opinion is undivided on Coroffin's favourite
Tell me
son.
about him.
I reckon he's a genius. He's all mind.
The genius.
Yeah. Man was lost.
Oh, this is interesting. Because he said he's a genius in his own mind. So I give him... Paul's uncle. He could be my uncle, this fella, yeah. He kind of gives him a compliment, then he pulls the feckin' wool over his eyes again. He pulls the rug from underneath him. Listen to this. Listen to this.
He's all mind.
Acid tested. Opinion is undivided on Coroffin's favourite
Tell me
son.
about him.
I reckon he's a genius. He's all mind.
The genius.
Yeah.
Genius in his own mind. And this fella here, he looks like a Romanian fella, doesn't he? Or Italian or something. Like if you were in Romania now, let's say, and you spotted this fella and he was selling fish, you'd say, oh yeah, he's a Romanian fella.
Man was lost. He was lost.
A lost man.
Yeah.
How do you mean by that?
He was a genius, sir.
Oh, yes.
He was lost.
What are we saying? He said the same. He's lost. Is in. But this is the strange thing here, Shinner, of this one, right? Because this fella is saying he's a man who's lost. So he's having a dig at him. And then at the end he says, but he's sure he's a genius. So he's giving him a dig at the beginning. And then after he's giving him a compliment. And this fella's he's the talk of the town, this fella behind. Good looking chap, isn't he? Lovely smile. Nice teeth.
How do you mean by that?
He was a genius, sir.
Oh, yes.
He was lost.
Lost in the same way. He's too brilliant for the times he lives in.
Yeah.
We've got batteries up front. That's
Batteries 4, 6.
You have to admire the fella too, because I guarantee you, half the town was saying to him, what are you doing with that submarine? Or what are you doing banging those things together? Or probably they were talking to the wife saying, what's your husband? What's he doing? What's he doing in the shed all day? Why isn't he with you? Like, why are you out having dinner without your husband?
12 heavy-duty batteries, which make 24 bullets.
yeah. And lights for underwater cruising.
Imagine you were in down the water and you're a fish, and this fellow's just down there flashing the lights.
Yeah.
Since I mentioned underwater, James, it does bring us to the point. Does it actually go under?
Well, yes, it does. It did once or twice, really.
It did?
Yeah.
How long were you down for?
Roughly 15 minutes. 10 to 15.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. 10 to 15 minutes under the water by a bloody submarine homemade submarine. It's like those Casio watches that you could get back in the day. They were water resistant but not waterproof. He thinks he's better than us with his notions. He's been a muff diver for many a year. So all the talk about the Strait of Hormuz. Does anyone care about the Gates of Hormuz?
15 minutes.
So the submarine does actually submerge.
Yeah, that's this. I can already see problems with this. So if that was me now, if I had built this yacht, right, what I would do is I'd have rubber around the edges here, and I suppose you have to get into it too. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to have a little door like that. That's the only door I'd have. But then the other problem as well is if it starts leaking water and you're inside it and you can't get out, so you need something to be able to get out quickly. So this is going to be interesting. This.
Well, of course. Churlish to have doubted it. Just coincidence that no one seems to have been around at the time to witness the event.
Have you ever seen it go down?
No, sir.
No. Do you believe it does?
I reckon I would.
You reckon it would?
I would.
Why is this guy so... No, sure. Oh, yeah, very good. Huh? You expect him to be a bit more like... You expect this fella to be a bit more loud or something, but he's kind of got a cute little voice to him.
Have you ever seen it go down?
No, sir.
No. Do you believe it does?
I reckon I would.
You reckon it would?
I would.
Well, I've only seen the submarine in his garage.
In the garage?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I wouldn't doubt. I'd say if he said that he could go down with it, he could go down.
wouldn't it be some crack if he walked into the pub and he said, "Why the fuck are you all talking about me? Why are you all in here talking about me? Have you nothing better to be doing than talking about me?" And all the smiles on their faces wiped. You think you're all fucking mighty in here with your drinks and your suits? Huh? And your locks. Talking about me. If this submarine works and it will, we can go anywhere underwater up to 50 meters. Huh? Any guys ever want that before?
If he said that he could go down with it, he could go down.
Have you seen it go down?
No, I haven't, no.
It's very difficult to find anybody who has seen it go down.
I don't think anyone has seen it go down yet. Not as yet.
Antagonistic from the presenter there, like, you know. What, is this him? He's in the pub now, is he?
With those people that spend too much time in the pubs rather than in Inchiquin Lake.
Is that why they haven't seen it?
That's right.
At what sort of time of the day have you done your...
Love it. I love it. Lovely. He's back. He's back in the game. He's fucking back. I love it. They couldn't say anything about that now because they all know well that they're in there the whole time. And he got into the pub and he said, like a proper man, he turned up and he stood up for himself.
Lunges.
Early morning or late at night, late in the evening.
Very early in the morning.
Well,
not too early.
This town doesn't wake up until roughly about 10 o'clock.
Ooh, another dig for the boys. Another dig. Hidden behind a laugh. This fella knows well he's not getting out of bed till noon. Very pissed man behind him. Yeah, this guy probably. Oh, this guy in the corner.
So perhaps it was around about 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Look at this for a gang. Look at this gang here. Look at them. Let's just drink these in for a second. He looks like my dad. She looks like my aunties. There's always this kind of like Spanish looking fella in the background. And he looks familiar, this fella. Like, he looks like there used to be a TV show in America in the 90s or maybe the late 80s. Emerald Farm looking pint glass. He looks familiar, this fella, though.
Could you tell me how you came to have the idea of the submarine in the first place?
Well, at one time, I did build a little aeroplane.
Now, there'll be a bit of a give here in this fella here because this fella's addicted to... He clearly doesn't like land. He's not a fan of the whole land situation. So he's... After mentioning there that he built an airplane at once. So this guy... There's going to be a couple of gives in this guy's faces as to whether he believes in this guy or not.
I used a Volkswagen engine in it. I had it to the stage that I could taxi it. So the local guard...
Here in the corner. I've heard the story fucking 100 times. Heard the story 100 times. It was a car with wings on the side.
The corner and the clergy stopped me. So then I came to the conclusion of I cannot go that way. I want to go this way.
Any other reason?
Well, if you had a wife and 13 children, times you do feel like getting away.
He said 13 children, did he? So he had 13 children, and they said, you know what?
Times you do feel like getting away.
That's what it's all about, lads. Is that not what it's all about right there? I love that. Love it. Oh, look at this. Shinra, thank you very much for showing me this. This is beautiful stuff. I love these videos. Anyone has any of these kind of videos, please send them in to me. tell me what kind of tractor that is? Is it a Massey Ferguson? Lovely cottages there in the background. That's a lovely town. As far as I know, is this... What town do we say this was? Somewhere in Clare. Let me see. Corofin. Am I right to say that that's a good hurling town, is it? It's a Polish... Zetter. Oh, fucking hell, I remember the Zetters. Jesus, I remember the Zetters. A Polish copy of the Massey Ferguson. The Canadian-Irish tractor. Oh, now we're talking. Look at that for a lovely stone wall there. Oh, beautiful. A fine-looking fella too, lovely head of hair, and like he's got a bit of Hollywood about him. This fella, I think. Looks like a very peaceful man. He's happy with his lot. Or maybe these are his kids, are they? Are they all of his kids? They were following him. Make sure now you don't go out too far. Jesus is brave, isn't he? Look at that first shot there. Look at that. Let's see now. Love it. Absolutely love it. Why is he not sitting in the tractor? What's going on there? Lovely car in the background there. My father used to have a car like that too. He had a car like that, and I remember he brought it back from England. What was it called again? I think it was feck it. Ford. I think it was a Ford. Ford Capri, was it? Maybe it's a Ford Capri. Let me just look at a Ford Capri in the 1970s. Anyone knows? Let me see now. It's not that one, is it? It's not like that, is it? Similar shape, but not the same job though. Ford Cortina. Is it a Ford Cortina, I think? They were lovely cars too. Lovely looking cars. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that car, lads. You know, I'm not really much into cars, to be honest, but I do like the cars from the 70s and 80s fair bit. And even some of the 90s cars are nice, like what's that one? I like the Starlet, like the Honda Civic. I like the Avensis. Car-shaped cars. Yes, exactly. Car-shaped cars. Couldn't have put it better myself. Nowadays, they all look like they're from the future, and they look like they're going to hover above you. Used to have a 61 Falcon. Oh my God, let me have a look at those. 61 Falcon. The one I used to love as well was the Dodge Viper. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. A lot of these cars, well, I don't know if it's these particular ones, but a lot of those classic cars get sent off to places like Mexico, apparently, from America. And if you're ever in Mexico, you see a lot of these old-fashioned cars knocking around. Mitsubishi Starion. Let's have a look at the Mitsubishi Starion, and then we'll go back to your man, Mitsubishi Starion. Oh, lovely! I love that. Yes, I love this car. Shinra, this is the one I do often see. I don't often see it, but you definitely still see them around the place, and they're a lovely looking car. But I never knew we called the Mitsubishi Starion. Let's see if there's any on Dundee, will we? For the crack. Now, they're vintage cars, so you wouldn't be paying too much in tax, would you? Or would it be insurance you'd get away with? I like those Pajeros, they're nice. Lovely looking yokes. Oh, look at it here now. Mitsubishi Lancer. Slightly different, but similar sort of style. Let's have a look at this bad boy here, 92D. Look at that, lads. Like, imagine you were trying to impress somebody. Well, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely car. Now, I think it's not as flashy looking as the Starion. I want it to be a bit more flashy looking, just a tiny bit. Can barely hear me, no? Really? That's annoying. Can you hear me now? All right. The Skyline, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't awfully gone on that Skyline car, actually, to be honest. I just thought it was too delicate looking. This is lovely. That looks like a toy. I'll have to go back to that again, but I'll just show you the car I used to love as well. It was called I think it was called the Dodge Viper. This was one of my favorite cars ever. This bad boy here. Dodge Viper. Yeah, I always liked it in red. That's the one now I'd love. Love that one. One of the most iconic vehicles of all time, the Dodge Viper, an American sports car icon, is renowned for its bold design and raw power. Let me ask you a question, folks. If anyone knows, was there ever like an Irish car production company, no? Just out of curiosity. Did Ireland ever produce a kind of car, did they? You know what's a nice one? Alfa Romeo Brera, yeah. I used to have a friend that would say Alfa Romeo Conto Foco Lango. He'd always rhyme words with Alfa Romeo. We have the DeLorean, yes. That was up the north, wasn't it? DeLorean, yes. What was that one? Armalite GTR. Only submarines, cars with no wheels, says you. Let's have a quick little look at that one there. What was it? Armalite GTR. That's amazing. Is that a gun? Maybe I've spelt that wrong. Shamrock car Monaghan. Okay, we'll go back to this fella new here because it's safer. It's safer. Hopefully it's going to be safer. Isn't he just the happiest fella in the world though, isn't he? Not a life jacket in sight there. Look at this. Not a life jacket in sight. Not a jacket in sight. Amazing fashion. Look at this. Look at that. Look at how classy looking they are. Jesus. Hello. You in there?
Hello, James. How's it going?
Very good indeed.
But we haven't seen it go down.
What's he doing in there? What's he doing in there? Like, what's he at? Like, he looks like he was doing something and he kind of got caught here. Look at this. I feel like something's going on here that I'm missing. What's he doing? Like, what's that face? It's kind of like, what? Oh, I wasn't doing anything. Why? Why did you come in? I don't know. It feels like he got caught there, no? Dry as a bone.
Hello, James. How's it going?
Very good indeed.
But we haven't seen it go down yet.
No, my batteries. I lost a lot of power over in those weeds that time.
Yes. It's a very strong current.
Still, I suppose it'd be hard to come by batteries back in them days too, you know?
Of course.
It's very strong today.
Yeah.
Very rough.
And also there's a shoreline. If you look, there's a shoreline full of people all watching. Are you not keen to go down when there are a lot of people about?
No, I don't like anybody watching me.
He was choking the old river trout in the barrel. Very possibly. That's what I was thinking. Brian, have you considered doing any out and about streams? I would definitely like to, yeah. I always thought, though, that live streaming from a phone out and about would mean that the Wi-Fi might cut in and out. But definitely I'm going to try that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Definitely have to try it. Hiking is definitely. How does it work then if you're hiking, though? Like, how does the Wi-Fi or signal or the phone signal stay strong enough to stream if you're out hiking, for example, or if you're in the woods? Because I'd love to do some camping streams. 8 AAA batteries.
To do things in the quiet way.
So once again, the Fenian ram floats without a trace. Well, you didn't really expect to see it sink, did you? But James Tierney is not the kind of man to go down without a fight. In fact, he's not the kind of man to go down at all.
I'm getting a bit bored with this one. It's really a bit too small for me. You get very cramped in here. So I do intend to build one about twice the size of this. And with built-in balance tanks, much in the shape of a boat. And when I'll have it tested and proved perfect, I do intend to sleep for one night at the bottom of this lake in Shanty.
What an absolute legend. Absolute legend. There's more people like him in the world. Hero. Absolute hero. Let's see what they're saying in the comments about this fella. I hope he's still on. I hope he's still alive. James Tierney. Let's have a look. Let's see if he's still building boats. What would you call it? Like, 'cause that's not a submarine, really, is it? Well, let's maybe it's a submarine. Irish submarine. Right. Oh, I think he's passed away. Let me see here now what it says. Corofin to honour James Tierney with heritage and historical tourism boost expected. He was known locally as a man before his time. Will be honoured this weekend to the unveiling of a commemorative sign adorning his birthplace. If you're ever down in Corofin, fellas, get a picture beside the James Tierney monument or statue or sign. Let me see now. Reflecting on was always making things and building things for me, such as dollhouses. This is the thing. This is the plight of man, and dare I say woman as well. I'm not a woman, so I can't say, but the plight of man, I feel like, and guys, you might tell me I'm wrong, but we need distraction all the time, and we find distraction in all the wrong places sometimes. But if you're a fella like this fella, James Tierney, and you're deciding to put your energies towards building submarines for your family and for your friends, and that's something that's beautiful. So big shout out to James. And next time I'm down in County Clare, I'm 100% going to check this place out. This is a great shout. Thank you, Shinra, for that one. The monument was just a few barrels strapped to a lamppost. Let me see. Did he build any more boats though, did he? That's what we're trying to find out here. It doesn't say here though. Let me see. Let's have a look here on Facebook. The man who made North Clare famous for the submarine, and I don't mean John Philip Holland from the Scanner, although he knew a thing or two about submarines too. A couple of years ago, I posted a BBC video from 1978. Yes, that's the one we just watched. That's a young Bill O'Hurley interviewing him. No, it's not. Is it? Did anyone think that was Bill O'Hurley? Jerry Kennedy says the launch was from the pier at O'Mara's house, as this was before the setting up of Corofin Development Association and the making of access roads and car parks at Lake Inchiquin and other local lakes. Interesting. Fair play to him. Unbelievable. Doesn't look like too much there now, does it? But, I mean, if he'd got it up and working, he might have been able to see a lot of those boats off the coast of the west of Ireland from the Spanish Armada, maybe. Would he? I don't know what's going on there now. There's no volume in this, is there?
Diving have yet to be fitted to each side, but in theory, they work. So far, in fact, all systems are go. Though in this technological age, Mr. Tierney's 11-foot light grey submarine looks like an amphibious dustbin.
She's floating away there, handy enough there now. Anyways, let's see. Someone give a good shout. We'll have a look for submarines on Dundee. What would you do? I actually, I don't know if I was telling you guys, but I bought a little boat on Amazon. It's like a blow-up boat. I haven't used it yet, but the plan is to get using it soon. So hopefully don't sink in that yoke. But I bought a life jacket for her too, so that should be grand. But it's a little blow-up thing, 160 quid on Amazon. So hopefully that works out for me. Submarine. Corgi Yellow Submarine Beetles. No thanks. No. I don't think there's anything second hand. We all live submarine. We offer tour submarines ranging from small to large, including used branded luxury and custom designed models. I wonder if you were to buy a submarine and you live close to the sea, could you just take it out there and could you just like use it? This looks very similar to James's submarine. Am I got the name right? James Tierney, yes, James Tierney. Looks like James Tierney's submarine here, no? Let me see. Dual redundant life support, electrical baluster air, and emergency drop weight systems. Very, very advanced. Yeah, this has got all the modern tech to go with it. Stuff that James didn't have at his disposal. So, blow up boat like a Mountbatten, or blow up boat like it's like an inflatable. Yeah, it's only like a little inflatable. It's actually like a little dinghy kind of inflatable thing. It says I got a message here. Who's this from? No. I'm not giving you that information. I don't want to give it to you. Right, let's do a bit of submarine window shopping. That would be class, wouldn't it? 95. How much is this one? 95 grand, is it? Did I read that right? 95,000 for this one. The Sea Breacher watercraft. Let's have a look at this one. That's a lovely looking yoke, though, isn't it? Like if you turned up on a first day with that yoke, you'd be in the good books anyways. Look at that. Oh yeah. It reminds me a small bit about, what was that boat Hulk Hogan had back in the day? What the hell was it called again? What was that TV show? Oh, Thunder, was it? This is the boat.
Targeting.
Shoot at me?
No comment.
The fucking army's out to catch Hulk Hogan. Anyways. Well, folks, I think it's time for me to hit the hay, but I definitely want to do a bit of a deeper dive as well on all these old videos of characters across the country. I'm also going to be travelling around Ireland in the coming weeks. I don't have the camera here with me, but I have this lovely camera and I'm going to be bringing it with me. So I will be in touch with each and every one of you, and if I'll be popping into your town, it'd be great to hang out with you and maybe meet some of these characters if we can find them. But I'm going to be documenting the whole thing. I got a nice camera just to catch these characters and to put them on film, because I know there's a lot of very interesting, funny outlads and outladies that are still out there that I think it'd be nice to meet them, chat to them. We'll get you all involved, guys. Every single one of you, from No Jaw Jimmy to Shinra to Peter Carroll to the whole gang, Mr. Mann, Red Armchair Supporter, the whole bloody gang, up the Dubs as well. We're going to get the whole gang, lads. We're going to go to Dublin. We're going to find all the characters in the old pubs in Dublin, and it's going to be a good one, guys. I've been testing the water with this already, and I've got a few bits of footage already, so it's been very funny to look back on it. So let's do it. Let's do it. Young Hansel, we're going to see you along the way. Guys, thanks for joining me on the stream tonight. We'll see you very soon. Jah bless. Look after yourself. Good luck.